Ba-ba-ba-ba! It's your boy, DJZ. And I want you to check out my man Cody over on YouTube at Rasslin Rage. Check his website out, r2youtube.com, and give them a follow, give them a subscribe, give them a like. Ba-ba-ba-ba!
Oh!
This is Rasslin Rage. Do it now. This is Rasslin Rage. Scream it out loud. This is Rasslin Rage. Cody Fleming is the man who leads the brigade. Let's go down. This is Rasslin Rage. Do it now. This is Rasslin Rage. Scream it out loud. This is Rasslin Rage. Cody Fleming is the man who leads the brigade.
And now it's time for Rasslin Rage with your host, Cody Fleming.
Yo, what's crack-a-lackin'? Woo! Yeah, so here we are for another episode. Well, another awesome episode at that of Rasslin Rage. I'm your host, Cody, and joining me tonight is none other than Master Taylor Weir. Thank you for coming back again to the show.
No problem. I feel like I should. There's like a
contest.
I didn't know. I'm sitting back doing.
Have you counted how many times? Because I haven't been keeping track.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I think I've only been here like twice. This is like three, maybe.
Three?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm the underdog.
I feel
the underdog in this contest.
Hey there, Miss Rebecca. Hello there, Red Wing fan.
Yeah.
Taylor in the chat there, and so was Mr. Harper. Welcome to Rasslin Rage.
Josh.
So, real quick, 3 of the 4 of the Weir family are Sabadim Masters, and the other one is a Kyosadim. So it's safe to say it's a karate family, but it's also pretty safe to say it's a wrestling family as well, because now you're not all wrestlers, obviously, but we have weaponized Alex Weir, who's also Master Weir, but then your father is Master Weir, who is also
head instructor of 2 very successful schools.
Right. But he's also Blue Water Championship Wrestling ring announcer, and as well as yourself, who has filled in. And I hear you may be doing some.
I have to talk to Darcy. I got to talk to him. I got to talk to him about a lot of stuff, actually. But
right.
he asked me to do that one because it's the ladies one.
Right. Yeah. So we'll see how that goes. Right. See if that works out.
I'm not nervous.
But that's kind of cool. What's it? So you've always been, it's like you've been in karate for pretty much half your life almost now.
Actually, exactly.
So, but now you're a karate family, wrestling family. What's that? Is it different to have both of those kind of going on?
I think it's hilarious that our lives have circled back to wrestling.
You think so?
Oh, gosh, yeah. We've been wrestling forever. Yeah, his dad is also
That is true. You are an action figure. That is correct.
Soon to be a second action
figure. So, yeah, we got to get the other one going.
Like a $70 version of you. But no, it was funny.
When you think that one was only $70? That's cute.
No.
I was gonna say that's cute.
It's like how the Funkos are like, oh, this one's 15, and then you get the gold Smaug and he's 70. I don't want to talk about it.
Right.
But no, it's great because Alex and Dad and I mean me too. We wrestled a lot when we were kids, and oh my gosh, the video games. I played a lot of them video games, and so when this opportunity came around, I never expected it to end up being, oh, we're gonna actually do this.
Yeah. I'm
super proud, obviously, of both Alex and Dad, because Dad's getting to step out into this role. I don't know if you know this. My dad was in theater.
Yeah. I knew that. I knew he did a lot of plays and stuff like that when he was in high school and stuff like that.
And we did like church plays back in the day. And so like it's good to see him back in center stage because he's really good at what he does.
Right. Awesome. Yeah. See, that was never my thing.
No. Getting in the front.
No.
Oh my gosh, I'm kind of hyped, but I'm also really nervous because the ladies they're intimidating. They're really good.
Right. Well, I mean, one of your favorites will be there.
I don't want to talk about it. We're getting that. We'll get to that.
All right, cool. So before we get too much further, take a moment to smash that big thumbs up or like or whatever you want to call it. And if you haven't already, please please subscribe to Rasslin Rage. You know, maybe you're watching this later. Maybe you're catching the upload on Facebook, because that's a thing now. We upload it on Facebook on Tuesday or Wednesday when I remember, because sometimes, I get behind on things. But, maybe you're catching it on Facebook. Please go to r2youtube.com. That'll take you right to Rasslin Rage on YouTube, and you just click the little red box and subscribe. And right now, if you're on, whoop, there it is. It should be like right there. You hover over that thing, and this thing comes up, and you just click subscribe. Cool stuff, right? So you can do that. And then also scroll down in the description and check out, there's a donation link down there. Nothing's ever expected, but if you do it, cool. Thanks so much. Also down there, some affiliate links. You click on those links, you buy something. I get like a couple pennies and a hot dog or something. But down there's like WWE shop. You can go on there. Vince ain't giving up very much of that money. So, you go there, you click on
25% Vince tax.
Yeah, there you go. You go there, you click on that, and you go to highspots.com. And like I was telling your dad last week, who was on the show, highspots.com, you can go on there and you can buy ring skirts and aprons and all kinds of cool stuff for your ring. Well, they do AEWs and MLW and Ring of Honors as well. They make all their stuff too. So that's pretty cool. And of course, down there in the description, down there as well, you can get Rasslin Rage T-shirts.
They're so comfortable.
ProWrestlingTees.com.
Mine is actually, I couldn't actually wear mine tonight because I used it as PJs.
Oh,
They're
right.
just
Awesome.
So comfortable.
Awesome. Cool. Good stuff. So, and there's 2 shirts up there, and there's only one person that I know of that has both of those T-shirts so far, and that would be the leader of the Whiteboard Army, Josh Harper. Yes,
Josh
he
Harper
has
is
both.
A hero.
And it was
I'm
funny.
glad he survived a second XICW.
Right, yeah. Well,
match.
we were at Proving Ground, and I
match.
forget which one we were at, and we were standing in the line, and I noticed, and I'm looking myself in the face, and he had a picture. He had a shirt with me on the front. I was like, "Oh, you got my new shirt. That's cool, man." So, big shout out to Mr. Josh. And of course, Rasslin Rage has Facebook and Twitter. You can go to @Rasslin Rage for all that goodness. Okay. So now we're gonna get into these indies. All right, and we're gonna talk a little bit about. Well, actually, what we're gonna talk about mostly is we're gonna talk a little bit about Proving Ground, and then we're also gonna talk about the Chic. Sweet Daddy Malcolm Monroe Memorial Show on June 15th. So after we come back, we'll talk about all of that. All right, so awesome stuff. Indies. Now, it's the Indies in the state of Michigan are kicking some tail. Let me tell you, there's some good stuff going on. And, before we get too far into it, right now there's a show going on at Rocky's Pub in Riverview, Horror Slam. And if you didn't know, Horror Slam is ran by Briar Wellington and I believe his fiance. And I did an interview with him. So that's going to go up on and now you can see that up there. There it is, right up there. I did an interview with him. That's going to go on the YouTube page next Wednesday or the next week, whatever, Wednesday, right? So Wednesday, you can check that out with Briar Wellington. And really good interview. 24 years in the business. Did a lot of time with JCW, Juggalo Championship Wrestling, former heavyweight champion for Juggalos. And the man has stayed in the ring with Sabu. So, and necromancer. So there's some nasty things, and I asked them a few things about that. So you guys are going to definitely want to check that out. Cool. But so big shout out to those guys tonight. I'm sure they got the house packed over there. Oh, yeah. That's not my thing, but I'm going to go check it out one of these days. It's the death match, bloody stuff, and I don't know about all that.
I was well. We all know I pass out when other people bleed. So that last XICW when the guy brought out a fork and just. Oh, I don't know. Could have been like a tiny little cut, but boy.
Yeah. Oh, when Old Timer got cut up?
He was decorated.
Yeah. Oh,
I was like, yeah, this is different.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
For sure. Now, so.
Speaking of different, yeah.
Yeah. So, Proving Ground, Season 6, Episode 6. Okay, we had our booth back, by the way, which was amazing. Amazing.
An experience.
Yeah, I love the booth. We didn't. We missed out on the booth the last time, which was kind of sad because. You were with us. We sat front row, and the people that had bought the booths didn't even stay.
No, that was the worst.
You
They
pay
were like empty and
$91 for a booth for 6 people. Pizza and a pop. They ate their pizza and a pop and they left. I'm like, what the?
And like, it's the best. I think it's the best seat in the house.
Right. Oh, I
And
agree.
it's absolutely like
Absolutely.
now that I sat there, I'm like, there's no other place I want to. Well, I mean, no, it'll be worth it. Yeah,
Right.
we can do it again.
Right. Well, yeah. Well, we are doing it again because the tickets for episode 7 went on sale while we were at episode 6, and luckily we got our booth again. Because and as I hit the button and went by,
they were gone.
it said sold out.
They were gone
So
fast.
and now I look, and so the 6-person booths are sold out. The 4-person booths are sold out. The 3-person booths are sold out. All that is left as of now is front row GA and GA. Right, so front row guarantees you a front row ticket anywhere in the front row, and then GA wherever GA is available.
You know, I'll be honest though. There's probably like we had the best seats in the house, so there's probably not a bad seat in the house.
Oh, I would agree. Totally, for sure. I really liked the show there. Now, so there were some really good matches. The ending, like, blew my mind.
There were some great matches.
Right, my mouth hit the floor. But I'm going to tell you right now, obviously, I am always going to like any match your brother's in, but because I'm biased, obviously. But besides that, I was emotionally involved with the Isaiah Bronner suplex Shogun. I was on the edge of my seat the entire time.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God. Like, I'm like,
They might take it. Like, you're like, they might actually, this might happen.
I was seriously taken back. And like, there was, because you were sitting next to me, and there was portions of that match where I'm just like the guy when the picture of the guy when the Undertaker takes the L at WrestleMania, and he's just right. That's why I'm like sitting there seriously, and I'm just like all up in my feels, like my eyes are like welling up a little bit, like oh my God, no, right? You know, and seriously, and that's exactly how I was feeling.
But of course, Shogun is gonna. Like,
yeah, well, and he pulled it out.
It off in such a nice way, like
right.
1, 2, 3, okay, now we're clear.
Right. Well, but it ended in didn't end in double disqualification because they couldn't get back in the ring.
Yeah.
They ended in DQ. They shake hands afterwards. The crowd goes nuts, wants them to let them keep going.
But the guy was like, no.
Yeah, they shook hands. It was all
Which
good.
Is
but
good, yeah.
I think that's
especially because that XI doesn't seem to be a show about good sportsmanship.
These
are not good sportsmen.
No, not all of them. That's for sure. I mean,
some naughty language.
How many people do you know that light their elbow on fire and then hit you with it? I know one.
Apparently.
Yeah, I know one. That's it. Yeah, dude, the dirty black assassin.
How to get somebody's attention.
Right. It's Cody just said, all up in my feels. What is this life? That's hilarious. Yeah, for sure. But great match. Now, I got to ask you, of the matches of the night, which one was one of your favorites?
You know, I'm a lot about watching kind of what the crowd is into. But is it bad to say the main event? Is it bad to just main event? There's no other.
Yeah, you like that match?
Oh my gosh. Well, first of all, it's Alex.
Right. Well, of course.
And that's why I actually go to XI because I didn't even know that there's this like other promo that's kind of within a distance I can go watch. But if you ask Alex, I actually go to watch MM3, which is also true because he's amazing.
So is your brother a little jealous, I would think?
Oh, he's not jealous. He's, hey, my sister.
Well, yeah,
what he doesn't understand is,
and he's Alex.
I mean,
I know. I got a little sister.
Well, I don't know if you know, like the slideshow is all me and hanging all the wrestlers. That's what I do. I'm a professional. I like to watch and see what's going on and witness the chaos. Have you ever stayed after and helped watch that teardown?
Yeah. I have. Well, I've also went and like. Everyone to the bar.
To MM3. That's right.
I usually like go to the bar, get a couple drinks, come over, shoot the crap for a little bit, go back to the bar, go back. That's what I do. They hate me.
Yeah. Well, it's a good time. It's great, like I said, because we have no known about like wrestling forever, so to kind of see everything.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's so neat, but definitely the main event. Watching DBA and MM3 go back and forth was great. I've never gotten to see that, so I was like, I imagine.
Oh, you didn't get. You weren't there. Oh, you weren't for that match.
Punching my own dad, and I was like, no.
You weren't there for when them two went at it with the fans bring the weapons, were you? Oh my lord!
So
what
I
a night in
yeah.
wrestling. Like, they have issues. Like, seriously. Like,
I saw
like, your family's really tight. Like, you're
my dad would catch me.
right. Well, yeah, you're tight. These,
balcony,
I think,
right?
like, they were tight,
He
and then,
would catch
like,
me, right,
something
Dad?
happened.
This is important.
Yeah. Something happened, right? Like, I don't know. Like, somebody come unhinged, and I don't know if it was MM3 or DBA because they're both a little
Yes.
loopy.
The answer is yes.
The answer you're looking for is yes, sir. Or yes, ma'am.
Oh man, and that was also kind of fun too, getting yelled at by the Cobra Kai guys. That
Oh
was
yeah,
fun.
oh yeah, that was hilarious. But so tickets for the next Proving Ground, like I said, are on sale now, and you can, really all you can get is the GA front row as well as GA. But I suggest that you head over to xic.info/tickets to do that. But when you do that, not only will you find tickets to Proving Ground, but you will also find tickets to their let's see here, what's it? The June 15th show, which is the Chic and Sweet Daddy Malcolm Monroe Memorial Show at the Lincoln Park Community Center. A lot of matches. We're gonna kind of go through them here tonight. Yeah. We're gonna go through them. We're gonna talk about them. Like, hey, what's happening? So what do you say about that there, Master Taylor? We go through some of these matches and check them out, huh?
Absolutely.
Sounds like a good time, right? First up, right off the bat, we're going to talk about your brother, right? Your brother's taking on, and they're calling him Master over here.
Yeah.
Master Alex Weir. They even got it on the flyer. Master Alex Weir takes on or defends the lightweight XICW championship against another crazy guy, Nolan Edwards.
I was so confused. They were, I thought they were friends. And like,
I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
Then
There's
again,
a lot
I thought
of
Nolan and Dickie were friends.
I know you watched. You obviously watched the interview then, didn't you? Where he was talking about, and they're not friends
I'm
now.
just
I don't know what's going on in the
like,
world
but
of wrestling.
why? Like, does it matter that much, boys? Come on.
Right. Well, you know how boys are.
Yeah,
we're all.
Yeah,
a
but
little
then again,
stupid.
I've also seen these wrestling women.
Yeah. Well. Yeah, but. Did you see that promo that Heidi Katrina did in all Japanese?
I try not to watch promos.
That was great. All right, but anyways, yeah, so this one, listen, already, I like both these guys. I've interviewed both these guys. Alex has been on the show I don't know how many times now. Alex has super kicked me on the show.
They're both going to get whooped.
Right.
That's all that's going to happen.
I don't know.
Wear each
Hey,
other
scoot
out.
a little over that way a little bit so they can see you. There you go. Yeah.
Vanna White.
Yay! Right. So, but listen, I'm biased, and I'm going with Alex. I like Nolan again. I really do. I think he's a great wrestler, very talented.
Yeah.
but I'm biased.
He hasn't done the steroids yet. He's got to catch up to Alex. And once he does that, he can get to where he's going. I mean, let me see. Apparently, Nolan hasn't been wrestling as long as I thought, which is incredible to me because he is extremely talented.
Oh, that was great.
Look, I'm allowed to make these jokes because I am his sister.
Yeah, well, and Rebecca makes a perfectly good point here. She says that Nolan seems to be pushing everybody away, and that is kind of the truth because like he didn't seem
what's
like
wrong with Dickie?
Even at Proving Ground, he didn't seem like himself.
It is Pride Month. How dare you?
He was kind of like distant. Like he
Yeah.
wasn't interactive with his fans as much as he usually was. Even in his first match there, that when he took on, I can't think of that kid's name right off.
Oh, I forgot he threw his shirt at my face.
Yeah, but so, dude, I don't know, but I'm definitely going with Alex on this one, and it's not because anything. It's just because.
What do you think, fans? Put your votes in the chat.
Yeah, oh yeah, get it. Give me
Let's
some.
go.
Give me some. But and then here's one for you. MM3 defends his Midwest championship match. I bet he'll love that one.
What?
I'm gonna message him right now. I'll be like, hey, dude, I did a flub, and instead of calling it the Midwest, I call it your midwife.
Your midwife championship.
I bet you'll get a kick out of that. Oh,
Sure.
Lord. Anyways, MM3 defends his Midwest Championship against Zach Gowen. If you don't remember Zach Gowen, he's the one-legged wonder from Michigan, formerly of WWE or WWF, which whatever one you want there. But, yeah, so that one's on the line. And I don't know. I'm going MM3.
Duh.
You know,
Oh man, Malcolm's too good.
I'm really
keep watching him.
Listen, I only have got to watch Zach Gowen wrestle live once, and that was at Border City Wrestling.
What up, Dorsey?
Hey, what's happening over there? I got to watch one time at Border City Wrestling. That was at a bar wrestling, and I forget who he went against, but he almost got snapped in two. He almost lost another leg. I'm just saying.
Is that? Oh, there.
And
no,
I'm not being. I'm being serious.
no,
like they
yeah,
literally tried to break his leg on numerous occasions.
That's just
They had to
rude.
carry him out. Like so. Like
He's already, like,
he didn't even get to hop. They carried.
and he doesn't wear a prosthetic, right? He
No,
just goes
no,
to fight.
well,
yeah, so then he's 3/4 of a guy. You're trying to bring him down.
Yeah.
That's not even nice.
Yeah. Well, so yeah, there's that, and we'll see what happens. But he definitely could perform as far as a
Oh,
wrestler
yeah.
goes, and yeah, definitely a good
But I
time.
mean, Malcolm.
MM3. Now, this one here, all right. After witnessing what I seen at Proving Ground with Isaiah Bronner, he's the 8 mile or is he the 7 mile destroyer? He's a 7 mile destroyer, right? 7 mile destroyer. Okay. Listen, this dude is an absolute beast. Shogun is no joke, and for this dude to take Shogun to that spot where like it almost
He almost
like
took it.
we almost seen a new Proving Ground champion, and I mean those dudes were wow. Okay, so
Isaiah's gonna hold his own.
yeah, this one's gonna be a good one, and I'm going to take Isaiah.
Josh might get eaten.
Right? Oh,
Is what I'm thinking.
yeah, I
Remember
definitely.
that Keith Cream match
Yes.
with
Yes.
yeah.
I think
what
Isaiah's
it is.
taking this one, and
not gonna
this. I
mispronounce
wonder
his
if
name again.
Raymond's gonna live.
That's what I'm saying.
I
yeah.
mean, if he's not carried out on
Put
a
him in a
stretcher-
body bag.
Right, that's what I'm saying. If he's not
Josh
carried out
Raymond
in a
gonna die.
stretcher, I'm gonna be really surprised. To be truthfully honest with you,
'Cause
but
I
yeah,
feel like
for
if
sure.
he did one of those to him, he just.
Yeah, for sure. And then this one, I don't know. Here we got old timer Jeff King taking on Kamala Jr. Kamala, right? I don't know. I've never seen Kamala Jr. in action. I have seen the old timer. Old timer's the one that took the fork to the forehead. So I'm definitely interested in seeing this one.
I'm nervous. I'm nervous to see old timer back in the ring. I know he's got his partner that he can kind of have his back, but
Yeah,
I'm not sure what this Kamala is capable of.
right. Me neither, because I've never actually seen a match with him. I do have him on Facebook. I just have not seen his match yet. So this will be the first time I've seen Kamala Jr. in action. So I will be happy to report back to you for sure. So it's going to be a good one, but I'm going to go just for the mere fact that I have not seen Kamala Jr. in action, and I have seen Old Timer. I'm going to go with Old Timer on this one. That's just because, like I said, I've never seen him. Now here's something. This one's a little crazy. They changed this one. Wow. All right. So this dude's lost his mind. He's flipped his wig. I don't know what's going on, but Warboy Dre Jacobs, the War Boy, he has flipped a wig.
He gonna kill him.
Right, and he's going against Impact's Rohit Raju.
He's not gonna live long enough to even get in the ring, and Dre is just gonna fall on him.
Yeah,
and that's it.
so definitely going to be a match, and you see Johnny Delicious back there. They call him other things in Detroit, but we won't repeat that on this show because I don't have $1 on me at this moment. So, but yeah, so I don't think this guy is going to last. Again, another one that's probably going to be taken out on a stretcher.
Yeah. This is gonna be a violent memorial. It'll be a literal memorial show. Everyone
literally.
else in memorial.
Yeah,
all the losers actually go out.
I wonder what's going to happen here. And listen, here it is right here. There's the intergender match for the night. Super Oprah and Queen Mama Nada takes on Sweet Willie Watts and the British Amazon Heidi Katrina.
I've had the pleasure of watching both Queen Heidi to wrestle. That was.
Are you
insane.
tripping on your words, darling?
What? No. No, she's Queen Heidi. What are you talking about?
Yeah, right.
Well, obviously, I'd never gotten to see either of them wrestle, and then I got to see both of them at the same time, and that was crazy to me.
Yeah, I got real up close and personal with Super Oprah one time.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Oh, yeah, I got video of that.
I know, and
I'm not allowed to post.
I called it. You
did.
I called
you
it.
You knew. You were like, I feel. No.
I'm in trouble. I go, I'm in trouble. I looked right at you. I go, I'm in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
And you go, what? Huh? And she come walking up, and I said, I told you I'm in trouble. And here it comes. Man.
I feel like, you know what? You should go back. Reunite.
Yeah, no. All right, you're funny. Anyways,
No.
yeah.
No?
So, Super
do you guys
Oprah
think?
and Queen Aminata, man, I like Dickie Watts, and I like Sweet Dickie Watts, Sweet Willie Watts, that's what it is, and then Heidi Katrina, so I'm going to take them two for the win.
I
Bam,
like
bam.
them, so
Bam.
I'm excited to see this, but yeah, it's definitely going to be Heidi and Willie, because, watching Willie at Proving Ground, that was very inspiring. It was so inspiring. Dickie cheering him on, tossing him the string.
String bikini, whatever.
Yeah, it's something like that. Like, I'm definitely going to go for that, and,
Right. Well, yeah, definitely a good time. Oh, look, I'm not even looking at all of this. I'm just going right along. La, 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 la.
Yeah.
La,
I
la,
guess
la.
it would be easier to do that, huh?
Yeah, well, I guess. And then lastly, the, let's see here. Boom. The United States Championship match.
It's not family appropriate, Josh. We have a family-oriented show. I can't
Big
post
Mike
that.
Elgin, who is signed with Impact Wrestling, takes on the monster Congo Kong,
But
who
you
is
could.
also signed with Impact Wrestling. What's going on?
Nothing. What? I didn't say.
Oh, why? Wait.
What?
Why can't you post it? Post what?
The
The video of me? Oh, Lord.
Because it's family friendly.
Oh, okay.
But you
yeah.
can do it.
So, anyways, this match here, and I do believe that Big Mike Elgin is going to be ate alive.
Another stretcher match. Third of the night.
Yeah, I think he's going to be
Gone.
eaten alive because Congo Kong is just, bleh. So I can, he says. I will kill you. Anyway, so, yeah, you can go over there, and you can get tickets for this at XICW.info/tickets. But I also believe, and there's no flyer for this or anything about the match or anything, but I also believe that we are going to see a tag team match between the fun-loving criminals, Jamie Cox and DBA, versus
That's right.
the Kira Clan, who are the XICW tag team champions, Jack Price and Aaron O'Ryan.
They beat the crap.
Yeah, they definitely
lost
sent a
their
message.
minds.
Definitely sent a message at the end of Proving Ground.
I was cashing out at the bar, and then I turn around, and I'm like, "What the, Aaron? Calm down."
Yeah, it was a little nuts.
And then they did it again. Like,
that's
that's what
funny.
I'm saying. These men.
But with that, we are close to the end of Indies. But before we do that, I have an announcement. Well, I've already talked about it, but joining me next week for Rasslin Rage Live at 8 p.m., none other than the Suplex Shogun, Jackson Stone. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Next week, June 14th, right here, 8 p.m., Jackson Stone, the Suplex Shogun, will be right here on Rasslin Rage. This has been a work in progress. I'm going to be happy to have him on. He's a really good dude. I enjoy his conversation. We talk all the time about, back and forth on Facebook and stuff about wrestling just life in general. He's a really good person.
He is awesome.
Yeah, so definitely going to be a good time. So I cannot wait for that. So make sure you come on around next week for that one.
I'm excited for you.
I know. I like it.
really cool thing.
I like that guy.
I'm also glad that I'm this week and not next week because I'm glad I'm not following that.
All right, I can't wait to see Cody get suplexed. Well, thank you, sir.
Oh, through the table.
Oh, I need this table and this table.
There's another one.
So, and then don't forget, tickets are on sale for the Extreme Bombshells of Wrestling live at the American Legion Post 8 in downtown Port Huron.
I'm so excited. It's just going to be a night of ladies.
It's going to be a good time. Now, also that same day, I will be sitting down with the British Amazon, Heidi Katrina, for an interview. And that will go up on the Rasslin Rage YouTube channel.
You
So
need
that's
someone
good.
to hold a light or anything?
I might ask her if first of all, does Alex annoy you? And because I hear he's kind of got a thing for you. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, first of all, if you seen Heidi Katrina, you have a thing for her. It's not a
Well,
I've seen I have followed her.
No
on
comment.
Well, I followed her. You're a married man.
No comment.
I followed her on Instagram because first seeing women like that in wrestling is really inspiring, especially to know I could do that. I could be like that. But then I saw all her the poor comments on her posts. That poor girl. She's got a lot of fans. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So yeah, no, it's gonna be a good. And there's tons of talent that's gonna
Oh
be
yeah.
there.
Yeah.
And
Well,
it's
I mean, Sean
so
Reed's
cool.
going to be there.
I gotta confirm with Darcy.
Yeah. Well, we're not confirmed yet, but it's in the works. It's the world of wrestling. Never say never, right?
Yeah.
Okay. But definitely going to be a good time. You can get those tickets at bwcwstars.com, as well as you can come on in and see me or Master Taylor or Master Weir or Master Alex at PKSA and come in and see our beautiful faces and buy tickets there. All right, so come on in and see us because we're really cool, and we
See my
will.
night job.
If you catch us early enough to where we don't have to teach, we will talk a little wrestling with you too, just a little. All right, so it's time to talk about controversies and the crazy happenings in the world of professional wrestling. We call this All the Rage, right? All the
My
Rage.
favorite intro.
Favorite. It's the favorite. Boom. All right. So right now, Q is back. Right? Q is back. And so, listen, I didn't really watch a whole lot of this super throwdown thing, whatever. What was this thing called? Do you remember?
What?
The Saudi show?
Yeah.
The one where the two old guys wrestled
the
again?
Saudi pay-per-view.
That one?
Yeah, that one.
You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Them two old dudes?
Yeah.
And then another couple old dudes wrestled too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
And then there was the other dude. Yeah, see, the thing about the Saudi thing is I wasn't going to put my time in that.
Right on. All right. Well, before we
get into
anything in All the Rage, we're gonna listen to Q break down some super throwdown thing, whatever that thing was called. Showdown. That's it. Showdown. Yeah, that thing.
What is up, everybody? It's Quinta here, and welcome back to Q's Tips. Yep, I stole that from Billy Ray Daniels. Act like it's not my idea. Just kidding. I love you, bro. You're my favorite now. Kind of. Okay, so today we are talking about WWE Super Showdown in Saudi Arabia. Okay, so let's get it started. So one of the first match is a handicap match. The Lucha House Party versus Lars Sullivan. I think Lars Sullivan is probably gonna prevail because he's probably just gonna do a triple freak accident, which would look really dope, just like Kalisto on the top. Whoa! And yeah. So next match, Braun Strowman versus Bobby Lashley. Yeah. So I'm not sure who will prevail in this match, Braun Strowman or Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley, a very strong, athletic man, but at the same time, Braun Strowman, a freaking giant, he's tall and everything. And yeah, so I think it will be Probably Bobby Lashley. Roman Reigns versus Shane McMahon. This match makes no sense, probably because Roman Reigns attacked Vince McMahon, but like, okay, Vince McMahon is a butt face, so yeah. But who I think will prevail is probably Shane McMahon because WWE likes to make us bad. Yeah. 50-man Battle Royale. I'm not sure who's all gonna be in there, but if there is going to be somebody in there that I know, I'm probably gonna have to say possibly like, I don't know. I don't know the participants or anything, okay? So we'll just skip over that one. We'll see. Alright, WWE Intercontinental Championship match. Finn Balor, hopefully, Demon Finn Balor versus Andrade. I think Andrade is gonna win. Just him like DDT, reverse with like coup de grace, boom, 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 go 1, 2, 3, boom. Okay, Triple H versus Randy Orton. They're fighting each other for more than 9 years. 9! Which means no. But prevailing in this match, probably going to be Triple H. Triple H is my new favorite person in WWE. Corporate management and stuff, blah, blah, blah. You get it. Okay, Universal Championship, Seth Rollins versus Baron Corbin. That match makes really sense because Baron Corbin won kind of against, well, he was in the very last match, so I think he deserves this. But I feel like Brock's not going to cash in on Seth. He's going to cash in somebody else, and we're going to talk about that just in our next match, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, Seth Rollins is going to definitely prevail. Easy. WWE Championship, Kofi Kingston versus Dolph Ziggler. This is the one Brock's gonna cash in, definitely. He's like Friday, because he's not gonna go after Kofi because Kofi does not know, because Kofi is Kofi. He has his mind on the pancakes and Dolph Ziggler. So yeah, Kofi Kingston's probably win, boom, and Brock's gonna cash in. Undertaker versus Goldberg. I don't like it. Nobody wants to really see this match. I mean, besides my mom, Undertaker's her favorite. But yeah, it would be cool if it was 10 years or 20 or 30. I don't know. Back in WCW was alive. That'd probably be an amazing match. But Undertaker or that probably Goldberg. And that's all the matches. So you know what that means. That means it's the end of the video, unfortunately. So goodbye!
That kid, I swear, he's got his mind
on one thing. Pancakes and Dolph Ziggler.
Oh, Lord.
Man, who needs us, right?
Yeah, sweaty nipple pancakes.
I would laugh hysterically when you start a Rasslin Rage and he's just where you are.
Ooh.
Hey, everybody.
Wow, that was great. Oh, man. Thank you, Q, for your weekly installment of Q-tips.
Did you just come up with that?
No, that was Billy Ray that came up with.
So good.
He said it right in the beginning. He's like, "This is the new installment of Q-tips." Thanks, Billy Ray. Even though I hate you, not really though.
Funny.
Something like that. So let's start it off right. Miss Master Taylor, you're here. This brings up, so we had the Super Showdown show. There was the possibility, they were teasing the possibility that we may have had the first ever women's match in Saudi Arabia, but apparently the government shot it down, allegedly. So I understand, I get it, that's their culture over there. I get it, okay? Whatever. That's not our culture. We're doing business over there. With that said, being that the women who are a predominant part of WWE and, if you ask me, kind of carrying the product at this moment,
they are,
you know, with the likes of Charlotte, Becky Lynch, Lacey Evans, Ronda Rousey, and the list goes on. right? Mickey James. Well, and she's injured right now, but and the list goes on. And, I could go on and on and on, and I would still forget about somebody. You know what I'm saying? But with that said, should WWE, with the way that the culture is over there, should WWE continue to do business with Saudi Arabia? In your opinion, and
It's
it's
an opinion.
It's all opinion based. That's what I want to know.
Well, in my opinion, no. 51% of people are women. I've met people where their culture is men are superior to women, blah blah blah. But to me, it's inherently wrong to absolutely exclude the entire gender. And I think I tell the Storm team, because I'm an instructor, I teach karate, and one of the first things I tell them is the best way that you can teach anybody is to set the example yourself. Right. And I don't think that the WWE is hurting for money so much that they need we got to do this show. No, you don't do the show. Be like, well, if you're not going to let our women talent come in and show you what they got, then we're also not going to let you see the rest of what we've got. Right. And if you want to see it, you come on our terms. Right. And that's just it. It's if that's going to be their culture, then that's what they exclude themselves from.
Right. And I get what you're saying. And then now let's look at from the other side of it is you have Sami Zayn, who's Syrian, right? And they don't want him to come in because he's Syrian. Then there's that. So now you got a religious based thing going on, and it's kind of like you're kind of walking on you're walking on a fine line with PA, right? And it's like, what do you do, right? And can you win? Could they even really win?
He's kind of a guy working a job. Like, I wouldn't say don't take it so personally, because that doesn't make any sense. It's your religion. This is what you believe. This is your core set of faith. Right. And I respect that, no matter what it is. But you have to respect. I respect your rights up to the point until they infringe on others. And so what? Like, you gotta. If you want the entertainment, you gotta be able to bend a little. Right. You can't. You don't. When you order a pizza. You order it the way you want it, and they bring it to you, but you don't expect the delivery driver to tap dance because you want to see entertainment. Well, I didn't like how you delivered my pizza to me. You can't do that. Right. You want the product, you better be prepared to take it as it comes.
I get that. I like that. I like what you're thinking, and there's different sets of things that have happened circling Saudi Arabia and their government and the way that they do things over there, on top of just that, with the murder of a reporter over there that happened, and there was all that, and and even the government, the United States government, was trying to push WWE at one time not to have the show they had before this. Regardless of that, I think that WWE is got their hands filled real quick here because...
Well, they do. I mean, they're managing AEW and the side. It's got to be really difficult.
Oh, get out of here with that baloney. There is no way that is even possible. Jeez.
It's all a conspiracy.
Yeah, whatever.
Put on the tinfoil hats with me.
So AEW holds the pay-per-view. Okay, Jon Moxley shows up at the end, and the internet goes... ballistic, goes nuts, right? Fast forward 2 weeks, Mox is now in New Japan, and he is also the New Japan United States champion. So there's people that love these things, and there's people that hate these things, right? Doesn't matter in anything, that's the way there is, right? In anything in life, somebody's going to like it, somebody's not. Okay, so there's two sides to the coin on this. Some people are complaining because there was no build-up to him winning the championship. And some people are saying, because there was no story, right? There was no story to it. Get out of here. So anyways, a lot of people are complaining, saying there was no build-up or no story that led to him winning that championship and defeating Juice Robinson for said United States champion. Other people are saying, but you know what? He's a megastar right now. And I agree with this. He's a megastar. His name is everywhere. People love him. People want to know what's going on with formerly known as Dean Ambrose Moxley. Where is Mox? What's going on? So they put the title on him. Everybody's looking online. What do you find? He's the United States champion for New Japan.
Well, yeah, that makes sense.
Right.
That makes sense to me.
Now there's a story about whoever is going to get this belt, and whoever drops the belt to is a megastar.
Mhm.
That's
No,
exactly
yeah.
it. That's
Well,
duh.
First of all, I don't know why. Oh, should we look at New Japan? Yeah. First, every wrestler that I've talked to, big, small, whatever, I want to go to Japan. That's where the action's at. That's where the cool matches are. And it is. There's so much going on there. So I don't think it's a bad thing.
I'm owned by WWE now too. I wish I
Okay,
had
Cody
WWE
is
money.
owned by
I wish I had WWE
Yeah,
money.
you would know if we were.
Oh,
owned by
if I was in
WWE.
WWE
Yeah,
money,
what?
I'd
That
have.
would look like this.
Yeah, dude, I'd have that studio downtown. I'd be all about it. Oh yeah, it'd be about it.
And Cody would not do his own sound.
That's true.
What?
Yeah, somebody
No.
else would be sitting over here hitting buttons. But I definitely think, in my opinion, I definitely think it's good business as far as New Japan
Yeah.
goes. Putting the strap on him, it's advertisement.
Yeah. What? Hey, you want to see him? Guess what we got?
Yeah.
Guess what we got? We
Yeah.
got him, and he's the champ.
Right, yeah, and hey, it is what it is, and even now there's like this guy in here talking about WWE and AEW. A lot of people are now saying, oh yeah, well now AEW and New Japan are together, right? Well, so WWE is the number one professional wrestling company in the world.
Mhm.
New Japan is number 2.
Mhm.
Okay, which one is it? Can't have them both. It's not going to work that way. Unless WWE owns New Japan.
Now you're getting somewhere.
Get out of here, you conspiracy theorists.
This is gonna
You
be
guys have
fun.
issues.
This is gonna be fun. No.
New Japan is owned by AEW.
WWE owns the world.
Oh, yes, okay. You guys are
Now
a bunch of conspiracy
we
theorists.
know WWE doesn't own the world, because if they did, they'd still be WWF.
Very true. Now, days after Double or Nothing, an interview Mox does with Chris Jericho comes out. I don't know if you've heard it, or I'm sure you've heard about it, okay? But it was huge because we get a very, very in-depth glimpse to the bureaucracy of the creative process in WWE and how much of a thumb Vince McMahon truly does have over the creative process, and according to Moxley, how out of touch Vince truly is with today's
If you
fan.
you don't even watch the show for 25 minutes, you already know.
Well, yeah, but
You
we didn't know
feel
how bad it
how-
really was until we heard this.
Well, you got to watch. Like, you got to watch people's actions and what they do. Chris Jericho is gone. He's gone. He's not even associated with, like,
Mhm.
if Chris Jericho, who is not a bad dude, is like, hey, I'm not about that. And then to have more people kind of come out and be like, yeah, this wasn't really good. Like, when either one, they're just hyping it up and making sure that AEW gets a little bit more competition,
Right.
the conspiracy. But if it's not a conspiracy, you need to call out the people who are at the top.
For sure.
Because, I mean, I know, like, Chris Jericho, oh, dude, you're Chris Jericho, you should be, like you said, like, you should take it and be happy with what you got. But
Right.
if you're Chris Jericho and you go, well, this is kind of crap, you don't have to do things for
Right.
money anymore.
Right.
You make enough money to be ethical.
Right.
And
Well,
that's-
and there's both sides of that coin, because there's people that will listen to that interview that he did and would say, you know what, just do it and shut up and take your check. And then there's the other people that will say, stand up for what you believe in, right? There's both sides to the coin.
Oh, you can't get me on that one. I'm a moral jerk. Like, I can't be mean to video game characters. You do the right thing. If you feel like, hey, I'm not in a position, you do the right thing to the very best of your ability. Because I've been in situations where
Right.
you gotta do that. Like,
Okay. And I would agree
stand
with
up.
I would agree with you on that too. I mean, you
Fight
don't
that
sell
for
your
your
soul. You don't sell your soul. And it's,
No.
and it's
And
obvious
if you've
that
already done it for so many years,
Right.
and you kept quiet because this reason, sometimes
Yeah.
you
well,
just
yeah,
gotta
and he
speak up,
says
you know?
he says in the interview it wasn't about the money.
Yeah.
He's like, I knew I was out of there. I knew before. Then they were throwing money out of me at me to stay, and I wouldn't do it. You know, but awesome. Now, speaking of AEW, and I talked about this a little bit last week with your dad, but they're close to hitting 100,000 buys for that pay-per-view, which would make, if that's it, that would be, if they get 100,000 buys, that would put them at the number one pay-per-view outside of the WWE in the history of wrestling.
This is only the beginning. For them.
So, but WWE would still be number one, obviously.
For
But yeah, for now, right? It's going to take time.
And competition is good. They
Oh,
need
for
that.
sure.
They need to know
Absolutely.
how they're doing wrong too.
Absolutely. And then you have Terry Runnels, ex-wife of Dustin, right? Dustin Runnels, right? Okay. Former valet in the WWE, gets arrested at the Tampa airport for carrying a concealed pistol. Yeah, not one for brains there.
Hey, you should just remember before you go to an airport to leave your weapons outside of your purse.
This is a true story. Very true story. Now, you guys said, I know we don't do Collector's Corner. I want to show you this. This is going to be released at the San Diego Comic-Con. It's a, Macho Man. Check it out. So it's the Slim Jim version. It's put out by Mattel and WWE, and it's the Macho Man Randy Savage Slim Jim figure. It's going to be amazing. I need to get 2 of these. I need one for the shelf so I can open it, and the other one stays in the box because it's going to. If you haven't seen the box, you know what the Slim Jims, right?
Yeah.
You know what a Slim Jim box looks like. The box that the figure comes in is like a Slim Jim box. So you have to keep one in the box and then one out of the
organic.
box. You have to have both, right?
Well,
Got to collect them all, as Jason Worth would say. Big shout out, Jason Worth. You've got to give. I've been telling him, I'm like, man, you got to watch the show. You get a shout out like all the time, man. And there you go, Worth. There's another one for you, buddy. 2 now. Oh, you owe me like $50 now. All right, but anyways,
What's up, Jason?
right, you got to check these out. But it has, again, I have my ins on the collecting world, and the pants that he is wearing is not accurate in this. So so it is not exactly 100%. The pants are not the same pants that he wore for the commercials, so they messed up. But
Sad.
they're still going. People are still going to buy them.
He's holding Slim Jims.
Right, yeah. So, yeah, they're still going to buy them, but you definitely got to get that. That's going to be a cool one to get. Awesome sauce there. Then, let's see. Fight TV has announced a deal with New Japan Pro Wrestling. Hear that name a lot. Fight has secured the rights for 2 major wrestling events this summer. New Japan Dominion, which will air Sunday, June 9th, which is this Sunday. And then that will be at 3 a.m., of course, for us. And then New Japan Southern Showdown in Melbourne, Australia, Sunday, June 29th. Good stuff there. And then, so a little bit of the, I guess we could say the TMZ style type stuff here.
Yeah.
So social media went a little nuts. There was this kid, he was at a show for ROH. I forget, I think it was in Oregon, I think it was. And so anyways, he puts out this big old Twitter post about how he got called in the back because, and basically he's justifying, saying, he was treating heels as heels and good guys as good guys and booing and giving people crap and what have you.
Yeah, but if you're... Whoa, hang on. Let me name the amount of times that I've ever heard of a fan having to be brought backstage because of comments he's made.
Yeah, okay. Perfect point. So if they were so bad, why didn't they just kick them out?
Not wanting to cause a scene in the moment, maybe?
I don't know.
Not wanting to risk a fight in the stands.
Right.
Because as an instructor, sometimes it's easier to just let them kind of do it and then be like, shush. And then afterwards, in the like, almost giving them the opportunity. Like, I feel like they gave him the opportunity to privately change his behavior, to understand, hey, this isn't gonna fly, and in the future, because we hope to have you back, man. Don't make these comments. And it sounds like he kind of was like, oh, I didn't see anything that bad,
and I would agree with you to an extent, but at the same time, I don't think they should have brought him backstage.
No.
I think they should have did it a little differently. I think they should have did that right out in the
like in the lobby or
take
something.
him out in the lobby,
not backstage,
and don't have Bully Ray do it.
Yeah,
have somebody in the security do it. You know what I'm saying? Because now it just looks bad.
Yeah, because
you know what I'm saying?
What did Josh just say? So if I say horrible things, I get to go backstage?
Right.
No, I whoop you in the face.
Right. Well, and then there's that, and then now you have where, like, some of the people that were involved are making comments and what I would call snapping back at this fan on Twitter. And
but like, also calm down, guys. You made a mistake, and he's making an even bigger mistake by going to social media.
Yeah, and now you're making yourself look a little bit bad.
Also, what's skin off your back, dude? Yeah, he's an idiot. And
but you're still getting paid.
But like, also, stop wasting your time messing with this kid. Hey, you're an idiot. You just wasted 8 seconds of your day.
Right. But but see, the thing is the more that you give it justification, the more that you fuel the fire, the more you're adding to it, and the more it makes you. Yeah, and if you just shut up.
You want to know how to correct the best behavior, and you want to correct behavior like that, where obviously this guy just wants attention.
Just shut up.
Don't pay attention.
Yeah, exactly. Just shut up. Let things go.
All right, dude.
Right, exactly.
Okay,
and I think that the more, if they keep doing that, it's going to just continue to make them look bad. You know what I'm saying? But
look,
that Eli Drake, I don't know if you guys are familiar with him, but he was most notably famous. Most notably famous for his time in Impact Wrestling. He's now officially a free agent. He took to Twitter recently to announce his free agency and also gave a thanks to Impact Wrestling.
Darcy, nail him. Get him. Right? Is that how it works? He's a free agent.
And there we go. That's better.
Get his talent.
There was speculation that Impact and Eli Drake went their separate ways earlier than expected because his continued speaking out against intergender wrestling. Okay? It's an opinion. It is what it is. He doesn't want to do it. Big deal. Don't do it. Don't make him do it. Right? It is what it is. Everybody each to their own.
I don't know why, speaking out again. Well, I guess I do.
He didn't like it. He doesn't think it's believable as far as wrestling goes.
Yeah. Okay. Whoa.
Right.
All right. I won't get into that.
It depends.
It depends.
I mean, if you put
I get being against it now. The absolute valid reason, and I'll give him this, being against intergender wrestling is because there's a lot of domestic abuse that still happens in this country, and it is mostly perpetrated by men. I'm just saying, it's a thing. So, it is not a good idea to go on television and put that, even in a wrestling sense, it's still maybe not a good idea to put on TV because it does perpetuate that behavior.
Right.
That all being said, women will whoop if you put them against certain men. They
agree with that.
They would absolutely.
I totally agree with that, and I do.
So it's a mixed bag for me.
I enjoy intergender wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
I've watched a couple of cool matches.
Willie Watts match.
I've watched a couple good matches that Tessa Blanchard's done intergender in Wrestle Circus, and I watched one where she went against Brian Cage. If you've ever seen Brian Cage is like 6'7", and he's like Karam, right? Nope. Like built like Karam, but like even bigger. Okay, and Tessa Blanchard's probably as tall as you. Seriously. And it was a great match. You know what I'm saying?
Well, and then in that case, you're more looking at, and now at the same time, that's not believable. Rey Mysterio versus Great Khali was a match I watched once.
And I watched Rey Mysterio versus Rikishi.
So if we're going to do that.
Right. And I get what you're saying, and it goes back and forth.
Yeah.
But that's a lot of the reason why they said that. But some people don't know this. Eli Drake is a student of Cody Hawk. So he is available. A lot of people are screaming AEW. And lastly, for all the rage, Ric Flair is in the news again. Woo! But this time, it's not because he's almost dying. It's not because he's, cheating death again, or he's drinking or wrestling or anything like that. No, this time it's because Flair owes the federal government and the state of Georgia a little bit of money. That's right, $280,000 to be exact. Yeah.
Don't
Yep.
pretend like you don't got the money.
Right.
Just
So
pay the freaking
there's a
money.
lien against his house in Georgia right now by the federal government and the state of Georgia for the money that he owes.
Rick, just pay the stupid bill.
Just pay the money,
There's
Rick.
so many people like, oh, I don't want to do it. I'm like, but you have them. You have way more than that.
Yes, they
You're
do
gonna
have
be
an in.
okay, and you're gonna make more. You're gonna be
True.
okay, Rick. And really, dude, of course, I've been thinking since I was probably 2 that Ric Flair was going to die suddenly.
At some point.
Because every single promo, I was like, Dad, is he okay? Like, I genuinely remember looking at my dad and being like, wow, is he all right? Like, 'cause he was just, ah! And I was,
Didn't he have a heart attack in the ring or something? I think it was, yeah. And he got all, he was like he was doing a promo and he got all red and he just, boom, over he went. Yeah. All right,
about
well.
to do some Googling.
Right. All the rage is all over. So now it's time for legit wrestling question. Let's get them ready. If you got one, get it in there in the chat. But it has to be about wrestling. It can't be about how we do our hair, what oils we use for our beard, or anything stupid like that. So when we come back after this super sweet intro, legit wrestling questions. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. So while we wait for some legit wrestling questions to come through, just want to give you a quick reminder. Don't forget, you can go over there to ProWrestlingTees.com/Rasslin Rage to get yourself a Rasslin Rage T-shirt. You can get one that says Rasslin Rage across there, or you can get one with my sweet looking face doing something like that says Rasslin Rage too. You can get those on there. Also, if you haven't already, please subscribe to Rasslin Rage on YouTube, or head on over to Facebook and check that out over there. We got like 5,000 people on that page, man. Good stuff. And make sure you watch the channel on Mondays and Wednesdays. Every Monday and Wednesday, there's going to be an upload, right? It could be a match. It could be an interview. It could be anything. This Monday is going to be a match. I'm not sure which one it's going to be. It's going to be a throwback. Excuse me. It's going to be an oldie. I'm not sure who of, but it's going to be one off my personal.
I discovered I have the video, speaking of throwbacks, of Alex getting chosen.
Oh yeah, I have that. Oh,
yeah.
I don't know if I have the one of him being chosen, but I do have him wrestling that night.
Yeah, I have him being selected from the crowd,
Yeah.
and I tried to post it as my memory, but
Oh.
it wouldn't let me.
Wouldn't let me.
It wouldn't let me.
Ooh. And then there's going to be that. And then Wednesday, like I was saying, Wednesday, the interview with 24-year veteran and former JCW heavyweight champion Briar Wellington will go up at 5 o'clock. And you can check that out as well. And also, don't forget, June 14th, Friday, June 14th, Suplex Shogun Jackson Stone will be here live
so cool.
on set to guest host this show with me.
Sword class Friday night, 5:30 St. Clair. No, what?
Shogun?
I'm really excited for that. Yeah, well, I'm gonna be in St. Clair, and like, what if I just accidentally? No. Actually, I have a great idea for you. It
Yeah.
wasn't my idea, but I have an idea for some guest hosts for you. Like, I definitely think you should get Blake and Malcolm in here at the same time.
I could do that.
Yeah,
I
that'd be a
have
lot
to
of
reach
fun.
out to them if they're not
If
busy.
you want to make Alex mad, I'll join. And
It'd
that'll
have to be-
that'll be nightmare.
It'd have to be a night that they're not, because Horror Slam runs on Fridays.
They're very busy men.
Yeah,
they are constantly.
Right, so Horror Slam runs on Fridays. I have to get with them. I have reached out to Malcolm to do another sit-down interview with them. We're working out logistics. I'm hoping.
How much have you asked him about his growing up?
I don't know yet, but I'm gonna sit down with them and we're working out logistics, and maybe we gotta work it out still. And we've talked about it, and it's not in stone. It's not there. We're working on it, but there's a good possibility that the interview could take place at the House of Truth. So that would be pretty sweet. He said that we could do it there. And I said, well, if we're going to do it there, you got to make sure the truth says it's all right. And, I have permission, because I'm not going in there without him knowing that I'm going to be there. And then I show up, and next thing you know, I'm getting swatted in the face or something. And I don't want no heat with Truth Martini. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah. Definitely good stuff. Definitely check that out. So what was Taylor's favorite match growing up?
Great question. It kind of varies. I'm gonna like name 3, because I can't pick
3
because they're very different matches.
Okay.
The first one is one that I witnessed. So there's my one. I did get to go to WrestleMania 23, which was really cool. I didn't know I was witnessing the future president shave Vince McMahon's hair at the time, but I did get to see that. The match that I'm referring to is on that same night was the one with Edge and Jeff Hardy, because that match, the Money in the Bank match, was it was crazy. It was something I'd never seen anything like it before. I realized for not the first time, but like the first time as an adult who was kind of, or not an adult, I was a child, but like as a kid, like I was like, oh my God, they are throwing themselves off a ladder. They could Edge just died in front of me, and I saw it happen, and he does this all the time. And then I thought about Shane, and then I thought about Mankind, and it changed my perspective. So that's one.
Right.
2 is gonna be the match between is it cheating to say Rey Mysterio and Great Khali? I brought it up earlier, but I loved that match because because I knew
How's
it
that
was
cheating?
gonna be nuts.
It's your favorite 3.
I like that one, but all time favorite match, not match. And Dad already knows the answer to this one. Is Booker T and Stone Cold Steve Austin, in which Ed went completely insane. They ended up in a grocery store. They ended up in a church confessional. I will remember that for the rest of my life.
Man.
I just such a good.
You know what? I think I remember. We'll even go like, okay, so the Attitude Era into the Aggression Era, right? I don't remember more so the matches as I do like the things that went on, say like backstage or outside the ring, like Stone Cold bringing out a Budweiser truck, or coming out on his 4-wheeler,
Vince dying,
right? Or something
up.
like that. Those things that happen, or the Undertaker riding out on a Titan, or these things, or
I can't show that quote, Mom, but yeah, that one.
But back when WCW was coming through, and I remember when Goldberg came out with an entire football team because of the NWO, and then on another
anything D-Generation X did.
Well, there's that too.
Oh man, I remember D-Generation X did a promo, and there was parts that they had to black out because they had women in the background, and things were going completely haywire and wrong. And so like they were doing the interview, and suddenly the screen would go black for like 5 seconds, and then they'd flip it back on and back off, and I was like, that's exciting.
Legit wrestling question: who do you think killed Vince? Nobody, because he's still alive.
He came back. But I remembered, like, man, he put him in the limo, and then it blew up, and I was like, this is the best. And it just.
I don't think there's ever going to be a better feud in wrestling than Stone Cold Steve Austin and Vince McMahon. I don't think you can ever have a better feud than that.
I loved when The Rock, just before The Rock left to become the superstar that he is in the movies, because I remember that, for the record. We were watching that, like, I remember because he turned heel, and he was annoying everyone. The Rock versus every freaking person in the WWE was a great rivalry because he just ticked everyone off. I don't think there was a single person.
I don't think there's anybody that can hold a mic like The Rock. No way. Nobody can talk like The Rock.
Unless you ask Alex, and he can.
Yeah, I know. Not yet.
Of course, if you ask it, like, legit, though, if you go, hey, will you do a rant about McDonald's? I'll tell you about McDonald's right now.
Yeah, right. Well, that's good. But like I said today on my Facebook, if you legit do not believe you are the absolute best at what you're doing, or at least striving to be the best, why are you doing it?
Because you want to be the best. Yeah, you got to strive for it.
Exactly.
I'll never believe I'm the best because I have proof that I'm not, which is great. But like
You're
I'm
striving too.
striving for
That's
it,
that's
yeah.
my point.
I
you know what
want
I'm
to
saying?
be better.
Exactly. That's what I'm getting at. But yeah, there's that. So
It's been a fantastic evening.
yes, that is for sure. It has been. So again, guys, don't forget about all that good stuff. Check out them interviews. And again, next week, Suplex Shogun, Jackson Stone, right here on Rasslin Rage at 8 p.m. We're gonna get down. We're gonna talk about.
Maybe you can get him to dance if people donate.
I don't know. We'll see.
I will.
I
will
wonder
donate
how many.
if Shogun dances.
I bet he can really dance though, because
You guys won't donate. Bet
I
you won't.
can't. I'm
You
not
won't.
a dancer. But so I want to say thank you everybody again for joining us, and you can see us next week. And again, keep watching for the on there for what matches goes up on Monday, and check out. And check out. I seen that. And check
No,
out.
you didn't.
Check out the interview with Brian Wellington on Wednesday. You guys are hilarious. All right, guys. Thanks so much again. We'll see you next week. Same time, same place. Thank you for joining me too, by the way.
Not a problem.
We're out of here.
We are the Death Road Army. Vehicle City villain Aaron Orion.
Black Diamond Jack Price.
The Wild Child Jody Threat.
And weaponized Alex Weir. And you're watching Rasslin Rage live on Friday nights at 8 o'clock on YouTube.